You finish your diet, and then what are you gonna go do? You're gonna get sushi with the boys. You're gonna be doing sake bombs where you hit the table and the chopsticks drop in, right? Today I'm gonna give you a bunch of practical tips on how you can stay more consistent in the gym and with your nutrition. So right off the bat, I think it's important to have primary goals and secondary goals when it comes to fitness, right? And we'll just talk about fitness as, working out, whatever that looks like for you, whether or not it's cardio, lifting weights in the gym, and then we're gonna have nutrition. So we'll put fitness and we'll put those two under the umbrella, right? And also I should mention, I do have a special guest today. This is my dog, Obi, and he's all about the fitness, aren't you, bud? And he better be, because he can become obese really quick because he's such a big boy. Off the rip, I want us to all examine our goals. Our goals for going and starting a fitness routine or starting to run or even watching this video. If you're contemplating starting something like this, starting a fitness journey, what is your goal? Usually you're gonna hear, and I hear this all the time from clients, right? I wanna lose 5 pounds, or I wanna gain this amount of muscle so I can look a certain way because I have a beach vacation, during the summer, right? We're going to Greece or something like that. Yeah, I mean, you wanna be looking good. You're spending that much money to go to Greece. Let's be honest, that is a very important goal. But the point of these goals, and I think there's too many, too much fitness outlets that push these kind of like, oh, I'll let you, let's burn fat fast, let's lose weight fast. And that's all good and true, right? That can happen. Like I could design you a program where you'll lose 5 pounds in 6 months, or even something, a pound a month is pretty aggressive. So let's do 5 pounds in 5 months. And right, that sounds all good and the marketing's cool. But what happens after that? I write you this bomb program for 5 months, you lose your 5 pounds, you look good for your vacation. It's so easy after that, and I see it so many times, to just slip back into your old habits. And you will instantly put that 5 pounds right back on. Like, let's be honest, I'm sure a lot of us, that has happened. The yo-yo dieting, right? You try this diet, it's the new fad, it's the whatever, the 30-day something cleanse, right? You fill in the blank. These things, they work, but they're gimmicky. And they're gimmicky because they're not long lasting. They're not long term. It's like anything nowadays, right? In this modern era, we want quick results without having to put as much effort in. I do want to take a quick second in intermission on this video, because I know I'm getting a little serious, right? But I like to have a lot of fun. And so does my dog Obi, doesn't he? Look at that. Oh yes, he does. He's smiling. Oh, and he's trying to lick. And what we'd really like is if you subscribe to the channel, because there's gonna be so much good information out there, and it's all free 99, isn't it? Sometimes it's BOGO, actually. Buy one, get one. And so that's what we want. So if you're liking this kind of stuff, please give it a like, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me and my dog, Obi. That's why I want us to examine our goals. I want us to have primary goals and then secondary goals. The secondary goals should all be aesthetics, weight loss, muscle gain, looking a certain way, right? And trust me, I'm not over here saying that I'm perfect. I have so many secondary goals, right? I'm dying with the six pack. That's my thing, open casket. You know how it is. Look how cute. But I think a huge part of my consistency has always been having a very defined primary goal. And whether or not that's just, during certain parts of my life, they've changed. They've been dynamic. But right now, I'll give you my examples. I'm 32. I want to be able to play basketball with my grandchildren. So that's like another 40 or 50 years where I just have this underlying meaning for fitness, for nutrition, right? For staying physically active. Another one, I'm super into archery right now. I'm a bow hunter, and I'm gonna do that as long as I can. I'm gonna bow hunt for elk. And that is some serious terrain up there, especially in the Rocky Mountains. You have to be physically fit for that. And then another one that's probably the overarching one that's kind of ran my life for the past 10 years and it's really got me into this journey is general health. It sounds lame, right? Like, oh, I just want to be healthy. But yes, like it is such a good feeling. And this happened, and I'm sure my friends are sick of hearing the story. I went to my doctor, primary care physician, right? And they see a lot of people. And in America, unfortunately, they see a lot of sick people. And he literally told me, you are the fittest patient I've ever seen. You're the healthiest patient I've ever seen. Like, yeah, of course that felt freaking good. Like, that was amazing. Like, I kind of generally knew that I was healthy, but hearing a doctor say that felt good, but also made me sad because I'm not that healthy. Like, I'm pretty healthy, but like the healthiest, like, and I'm in Colorado, right? We have healthy people here. So the point is, being generally healthy is kind of this overarching, I don't want to have to be on medication for blood pressure or cholesterol. I don't want to have to worry about these things as I get older. Because it's easy to do when you're 20 to maybe even 30. Like, you don't have to think about these things. But they become much bigger factors as we age. And as we age, it's much harder, especially you start having kids and a family and your job's more stressful. It's harder to add a fitness routine. So if you start with the foundation of always having these underlying primary goals of fitness, health, whatever that looks like for you, right? For me, I would always say you need to do some weightlifting and some cardio with a I'm not even gonna say diet. You want a food basically plan that you can do year round, because a diet has also a very definitive starting point and very definitive end point. And I think that mental, like, oh, I finished my diet, even if it was for 3 months, you finish your diet, and then what are you gonna go do? You're gonna get sushi with the boys. You're gonna be doing sake bombs where you hit the table and the chopsticks drop in, right? And you're hit, right? So it's much better to always just be on a general track of health. And like, no, this is not perfection. I go out I have to travel for work. I'm not eating super healthy all the time. It's impossible. But I really think having this deeper meaning to fitness, especially after a while, the first 1 to 2 years, it's easy. Guys and girls, you're gonna see gains, you're gonna be feeling amazing, your self-esteem is gonna go up, literally all the factors that you want from exercise. It's after those couple years where, at least me personally, I see the fall off, because you don't see and you don't get as much gains, you don't get as much gratification from fitness. And it's hard, it's uncomfortable. But you know what else is uncomfortable? Going to your doctor, or even fearing to go to your doctor, because you might know that you have high blood pressure. You might know you have high cholesterol and you have higher risk of heart attack because, just to be honest, you've been neglecting your body. And I don't like to be this real, but it's true. And in America, it sucks. We get a bad rap, but if we look around, we can be honest. And that rap from other countries, we're all lazy, fat, right? And super politically charged. And yes, that's pretty much true. And this isn't a rant, and I'm not trying to judge. I am genuinely trying to empower us all, because we can do this, we can be better. And I think that'd be so cool to just maybe see this turning point in history where us as a fitness community, because there's so much information out there, we all know the right decisions to make at this point, right? 2024, you can just do all your own research. You don't need to go to school like I did. You don't need to read the amount of textbooks that I did. It's all out there. And usually it's free. It'd just be so cool if you saw this definitive, oh shoot, in 2024, look what happened to America's obesity rates. Look what happened because let's be honest, with fitness comes mental health stability, comes all these other positive, very positive health effects. And we could see just such a sick trend of obesity down, depression down, suicide rates down. These sound crazy, but I promise you that if we had more just physical activity, all those factors, we could see declines in. And that would be really cool. So that's the point of this video. I want to empower us all, find that deeper reason, have those secondary reasons, of course, cherry on top. It's amazing to look a certain way. It feels good. You look at yourself in the mirror, that's amazing. But it will not last. It just won't. You'll hit a plateau where you'll basically look the same for however long. And then you need to have those other reasons in your back pocket. Pull it out, right? So you can pay for that bill with it. So that's what I want to empower us to do. I know you can do it. I'll be right there with you. I'll be making so many videos to help you on this journey. So let's do it. Let's do it together.